Hello and good morning to all. Welcome to your computer class. It is the second part of our second chapter, that is Internet Services and Multimedia Technologies. Till now in our first chapter we have learned about the basic terminologies of Internet, definition of Internet, advantages, disadvantages and some other components. And in the second chapter we have to discuss about all the services and facilities and tools that are available on internet through which we can perform the process of communication. In the first class or in the first part of this video we have discussed about the information retrieval system and emails. In this part or in this video we have to discuss about the parts of an email, and we also have to discuss about search engine. Now let's begin. In the previous class I have shown you the same picture. Well, first we have to discuss about the components of an email. Generally, whenever we send a mail to a person, we have to work with these following components. The first component is from. From is the email address or name of the person who is sending the message. Well, this we don't have to write, but this information is generally available to the person who receives the message. Then second we have to. This to is a block over here where we have to enter the emails or email addresses of those recipients who will receive this mail. In this to option we can write either one or more than one mail IDs or mail accounts as per our requirements. Next we have CC and BCC field. The CC or BCC field is used to send the copy of this mail to the other recipients. Next we have subject. This subject is a term or the title of our mail that we are sending. Then next we have body. This portion over here where we write our message or content is termed as the body of an email. Then next we have attachment. Generally, when we have to send a file with our email, we have to attach that file by using some attachment options. And these options are termed as attachments. Next we have date and message ID. Well, when we send a mail to someone, the date of that mail along with the message ID is sent to the recipient. Now one by one we have to discuss about all these components in detail. The first component is from and to. From. This is the address of the sender of the mail. It means the person who has created this mail, the address of that person will be the from part. Apart from email address, the from field may contain the name of the sender also. It means in this field we can also have the name of the sender. Fine. Then next we have to. This is the address of receiver or the addresses to which the mail is sent. It means in the field of to we have to write the address of the person who will receive the mail. Well, we can send one single mail to multiple persons. It means in this to option we can write multiple email accounts or email addresses as per our requirement. And for separating all these email accounts or email addresses, we either have to press comma or we have to put a semicolon between them. Next we have CC and BCC field. The CC and BCC are two important terms related to the email. Well, suppose you are sending a mail to a person and you want to send a copy of that mail to some other one for the authentication purpose. For that purpose we can use either CC or BCC field. CC stands for carbon copy. CC stands for carbon copy. It means in this copy everything will be the original one. It will show you every piece of detail without hiding anything. Here we can specify the addresses of those to whom we want to send a copy of the mail. The CC recipient name is visible to all the recipients. Now suppose I want to send a copy of my mail to some of my friends. So I can write their email IDs in the CC field, whereas the main recipient to whom I have to send the mail will be in the to option. Fine. Suppose you have to send a letter to your principal ma'am. In that case, you will write the email ID of your principal ma'am in the to option, whereas if you want to send the same copy to your father or to your class teacher ma'am, then you will write their mail addresses on the CC field. Fine. And these names will be visible to the recipients. Next we have blind carbon copy. Now let's suppose you don't want to reveal the names of the recipients. In that case, we can use blind carbon copy. BCC stands for blind carbon copy. This is also a list of addresses. It means it will be similar to the CC field. These peoples will also receive a copy of the message, but the recipients that we will write inside this BCC field will not be visible to other recipients. It means any other person who is attached to that mail will not be able to see the individual who is having his mail ID in the BCC field. Fine. The BCC recipient can see to and CC addresses, but others cannot see their email address. Fine. The next part we have subject, body and attachment. Now, generally whenever we write a mail, we have to work with two basic things, that is a subject of the mail and then the body of the mail. In the subject of the mail, we have to write the title of our email or the message that we are sending. Now let's suppose you are sending an invitation to your friend. So in that case, your subject will be invitation, and then in the body you will write your message or your greetings. Fine. So subject is a short title. It is a short title of the email. It ideally should speak about the content of the message. Now the most important thing is that whichever subject you are picking, that subject has to be something which is related to your main content. Then next we have body. Body is the main content. Fine. It is the main message. So body of an email contains the message or the main content that is to be sent. Fine. Then next we have attachments. Now let's suppose you want to send a file along with that message to someone. Now for sending that file, we can use the feature of attachments. In this attachment, we can send any file type. It can be any image, any song, any video, or any software application that we wanted to send. But some computers or some websites specify a maximum size of the attachment. It means we cannot send big attachments to others. Because if we will send big attachments to others, it will fill up the space of your email account. Fine. As I have told you earlier that these email accounts are like post boxes. So if there will be attachment of bigger size, it will fill the space of your email account only. Fine. The next field we have as date and message ID. Now, whenever we send a mail to someone, that mail is logged in the email accounts along with the date and time. And that date and time is also sent along with the mail content. Fine. Then next we have message ID. Now every message will have a unique ID which is used to track replies to it. Fine. It means without this unique ID, no message will go from your or will be sent from your email address. And this message ID is not visible to us, neither to the receiver nor to the sender. This message ID is hidden and it is only checked, or we can say that authenticated by the email servers. Fine. Now there is a very important term in the mailing. It is the spam versus junk mail, or we have these two common terms, spam or junk mail. Fine. Now spam is defined as irrelevant or inappropriate messages sent on the internet to a large number of people. Well, you all might have found that in our mailboxes on daily basis we receive thousands of mails. Most of these mails are not for us, or these mails are some kind of trash mails. Fine. So most of these mails that we are getting which are not important for us or which are irrelevant or inappropriate, these are termed as the spam mails. Likewise, you have found that sometimes we get a lottery offer or any special discount offer mail or any job mail. So these mails are the spam mails that we get. Then next we have junk mails. Junk mail is the unwanted or unsolicited advertising or promotional material received through email or mail. So generally when any company gives us any advertising material without our permission or something which is not authenticated, that content or that mail is termed as a junk mail. There's a homework for you all. You have to find and write the difference of CC and BCC. Fine. This difference is already given in your book. You can just read it once and then you have to write this one. Next we have to discuss about the types of content that we can write in our mail. Well, email has two format types. We can write either our email in the plain text format or we can write that mail in the rich text format. Generally when we talk about our plain text, then it is our simple notepad file, and when we talk about a rich text, it is our wordpad file. The file extension of a notepad file is .txt, whereas the file extension of a rich text file is .rtf. Well, a plain text file can be read by anyone regardless of email applications they use. It means if in case you are sending a plain text file to anyone, that file can be easily read by others without using any email application. Fine, but there's a problem with this text file. The text file does not offer text formatting options. It means you cannot bold or highlight your text, or you cannot change the color of that particular text. And we cannot also insert images. Fine, we have some other options to attach these image files, but we cannot insert these images along with our text. Next we have rich text format. This rich text format or RTF format allow us to format our messages, like we can change our font style, size, color, we can change the alignment, we can style our text, and we can perform n lot of options on our text. We can also insert pictures or images, but sometimes these mails are not properly readable by most of the email applications. Fine. So these are two email formats that we do have. Next we have to discuss about the term search engine. Well, in our next class we have to discuss about this term in detail. It is just an introduction about search engine. So generally, a search engine is a program that searches through a database of web pages for particular information. Well, you all might have found that whenever we have a query, our first priority is to search that query on Google. And when we search that query on Google, we get multiple options over there. Well, it is just because our Google is a search engine, and with the help of a search engine program, we can search the databases or web pages which are stored on internet. Fine. Now some most commonly used search engines are Google, Bing and Yahoo. Fine. Thanks for watching. This is all for today. Stay healthy and stay safe. If in case you have any doubts or queries, you can comment down and kindly read and revise these notes at least twice or thrice. Thank you so much.